Dysphoria Part 3. The lesson was to think before you act, not to believe what others say you are. Hearing that he would lose his testicles, has an actual choice to make, and his brothers said before he found himself in this position that he was a certain thing. They are the last words, according to the book, that he has heard. The fact is, rape victims or abuse survivors often say once they realize they can't escape, they go to a safe space, emotionally, so they can't be hurt anymore. They can survive what's being done to their body. However, this is much like a natural disaster. You're desperate to take as much of you in the safe space before it's too late. Those words spoken, being the most recently, could follow you down. Once you come out, while your feelings are yours, they don't change. However, the language or perception I often talk of, that has caused a distortion so that what you used to think becomes far darker in how you believe yourself to be. You have not changed, but the experience is twisting your perception to fall in line with the words that were spoken during the trauma or right before. Understand, I have no doctor skill. I speak as a molestation survivor. This is my understanding of my life, how the distortion affected me, and how just this last few months that what I used to believe that there was two parts of me, the survivor and the child, that didn't make it. The child was the emotional side. I always liked it too. It acts without thought. The distortion only takes place then, and the closet makes me fear the emotional side of the PTSD. So I spend most of my time ignoring I have emotions. When emotional, I felt I should be put to sleep like a dog, hurt, hated. No one could accept me if they really knew who I was. All of that was what I think during the PTSD. When I'm in control or have rational thought, however, I knew I'd not like to be treated that way, so I am not saying my experience is the same as all, but I'm asking you to challenge the thoughts before making a huge change you can't undo. Never let anyone tell you how to live your life. It is yours. Only God knows if your decisions are right or wrong. Just don't ask others to accept you. They have free will as well. You can't make them conform to you and your worldview of yourself. Like yourself, then what they think will not matter to you. While the thoughts are inspired by the book, it does not imply the writer intended to inspire the thoughts I have. The attempt is to start a discussion and get people to think about human behavior from the perspective of the closet. How this might lead to problems that make friends or partners or even business relationships difficult. I can understand why some would dismiss this effort. I find reminders in how the characters behave with memories of my own experiences and then explore that aspect. It's meant to start people to think. It is not meant to imply I am right. If you do not share the ideals with others, then how will you know if you're right? When talking, the focus should be on challenging and exposing your ideals, not in changing other opinions. That would only lead to frustration, since the only person you can change is yourself.